What's up, y'all? Listen, I wanted to come talk to you about not giving up in the midst of the storm. The weather has been super crazy over the last few weeks. You look, there's rain coming down in Southern California. Everybody knows the song, "It Never Rains in Southern California." Well, it's raining. It has not rained there in over 84 years. But there's storms coming through Southern California right now. You look around, there's hurricanes. There's rain in places that have not had rain in decades. It is storming right now. Many of us are facing storms in our own lives right now. And we are trying to run for cover because we don't know what it's going to look like after the storm is over. We don't know what it's going to look like if we're going to survive this storm, because it's raining and it's pouring and there's wind blowing and everything is coming apart, and we feel like we can't hold on. So some of us are ducking for cover, and we aren't getting back up. We aren't trying to fight through the storm. We aren't trying to get things that we need so that we can survive through the storm. Instead, many of us run and cower. We are in fear because that storm has come to tear everything down that is not serving its purpose. That storm that came through your life has not come to break you. That storm did not come to break you. Trust and believe, okay? Our Father God don't work like that. That storm, those storms that we are hearing about, is coming to teach us some things. Sometimes we need everything to be broken up in our lives in order for us to pay attention to our lives. Sometimes we need something to come through and put everything in a disarray because we are not paying attention to our lives. So we need that chaos in order to stop and think and start to put that back together. That chaos sometimes comes in our lives because we are so focused on the distractions. Okay? We're focused on everything but what we should be focused on. And that is, what has this storm come to show me? What has this storm come to teach me? What is it that I am avoiding in my life that now this storm has come and it has taken things that I thought I needed in my life? All that stuff has blown away. My whole life has blown up and I don't know how to put it back together. This storm is coming through and I feel like I won't survive. But God. Listen. There's something about our Father God that when those storms come and we feel like we aren't going to survive, and then after all the wind is done blowing and all the rain is done pouring, you're still there. You woke up today. You're still here. It is not by accident, okay? Our Father God, that most high, that thing that put all of us here on this planet, is always working with us, wants us to win, okay? The Most High, think about that. The Most High, you have that inside of you. So when those storms come, it's all right to be afraid, because I know that fear sometimes, that false evidence appearing real, can kind of stall us, put us, just have us standing there and feeling like the glue is attached to our feet and we can't move. But God. Remember this, okay? When those storms come and you feel that fear creeping up inside of you, remember that the Most High wants us to elevate, okay? Wants us to elevate and be the highest version of who He knows us to be, okay? Who He knows us to be, not what society is trying to tell us we are, not what the environment that we grew up around in told us we are, not the books, not the neighborhood, not that. None of that matters, okay? Those were just circumstances that we had to deal with, okay? Some of us had the hardest circumstances. Some of us didn't know where we were going to sleep today. Some of us may not know where we're going to sleep today. Some of us didn't know where our next meal was coming from. Some of us had parents who were on drugs and weren't in the home. Some of us had parents that were molesting us, uncles and aunts that were molesting us. But God, okay? I always say the ones of us who have the hardest struggle are the ones who are supposed to be in front in this war, okay? Because it is a war right now. So many of us are hurting, and we are so lost, and society is continuing to tell us that we will never amount to anything in our environment. It's telling us, it's so much noise around us telling us that we can't be better than we are today. But God, okay? Let me tell y'all something. Do not cower in the midst of the storm. Don't run and be afraid. Stand there and know that God is with you. Stand there and know that even when you are feeling weak, that you still have that power inside of you. You look up at the sky, you see the clouds and all of that. You have that power inside of you. That same force that's creating that. Okay? Do your research. The same force that's creating that, we have inside of us. I know some of us don't feel like we will ever be anything other than who we are today. But I'm here to tell you, hey, don't believe the hype, okay? Don't believe the hype. Have faith over that fear that you feel. I know those storms, ooh wee. Sometimes we want to just lay down and not get back up because that storm is beating us and we're bruised and we're battered and our heart has been torn apart and we don't know what to do. We don't know what to do. So what we do is we have these distractions around us so that we can't focus on what we need to do. We have these distractions around us so that we can't hear what the Most High is trying to tell us. Because at that right there is always trying to lead us to better pastures. But y'all, listen, those distractions are real, okay? Pay attention to your life. Pay attention to what happens when you are focused on you, when you are focused on becoming a better you. Pay attention to the elements that try to come into your life and take you off that road. Pay attention to them phone calls from people that you haven't heard from in a very long time, but because you are trying to get your life in order, the enemy is trying to send something to take you off your path, okay, hunty? Okay, the distractions are real. Discernment. I've been talking about it. Discernment, okay? That path that you are on, that storm that you're in right now, hunty. Woo-wee. Wait till you come up out of it. Woo! And you look back and be like, damn, that was right. Like, God held me up because I was like, oh, I can't take it no more. And I'm like, this, I can't take it no more. And all I knew was that I was still moving because our Father God, the Most High, had my back. Just when I thought I was about to sink to the ground, he picked me back up and brought me up out of that storm, okay? And you know how you know you out the storm? Even though you may feel that wind and rain still coming at you, but you know how you know you standing up in that storm? Because you woke up today, okay? I love you, long life. And remember, focus on what you are supposed to be focused on. Focus on the positive. Focus on the things that you should be grateful for, okay? I love you, long life. And you make sure you have a wonderful, wonderful day on purpose, okay? On purpose.
Man, I can't calm down, it's only up from here. I can't shake this hell off, yeah, I know it's real. While I'm seeing two people tell me what's the deal. Man, I'm feeling like David when I do my dance. I'm fading in the spirit, my vision kinda blurry. I'm feeling kinda woozy, I'm fading in the spirit, my vision kinda blurry. I'm
forget to subscribe, like, and share.